What's up, Commanders fans? So we do have a real problem. Terry was not at practice today, and today was mandatory practice. And of course, people have been saying that Terry did this when it was time for him to get paid a long time ago. I got you. I don't want to hear that. Y'all need to pay my man. Like, of course, today was kind of a good day because we got to see Laramie Tunsil, who wasn't at voluntary workouts and practices, but also Marshawn Lattimore was not there, but he was there today. And he was one of those people that we thought was going to continue to hold out and wasn't going to show. Even though we felt as though he was one of those guys that needed to show up and be there even if it was voluntary. Because he didn't have a great year last season. And for the games that we needed him in, he did mediocre. And it looked like another Benjamin St. Juste on the team. So we know he's back in the building. He was training with Trey Amos. Him and Trey Amos was going at it. Just working out together, just really sharpening each other up. And that was cool. But I need to see the guy who helped us get to the NFC Championship. I need to see the guy who put his foot on the gas every single game for the last billion years that he's been here. Different type of coaches, different type of quarterbacks. I think he deserves a contract ASAP. And I'm trying to figure out what's the holdup. Like, I haven't heard anybody talk about money or nothing, but I have heard some good news from Dan Quinn. The only good news was that Dan Quinn said, I'm going to let Adam Peters and his group and Terry and his group handle the situation. So, obviously, there is something that's taking too long, and I'm not sure what it is specifically. I don't know if Terry wants more than what we think. We don't know if he wants more years added on. We don't know if the guaranteed money is right. It could be a lot of things, but I know they need to get it right. They need to be right beside each other while they make this contract. Because with what Terry did last season, him having 16 total touchdowns in the regular season and the postseason, I think he deserves to ask for whatever it is he wants. And of course, when you asking for a deal anywhere, this could be any job, you always shoot high and then you go back low, and you meet in the middle. But you always aim high. So I wouldn't be surprised if he went to the table asking for $37 million, a year. I wouldn't be surprised because at the end of the day, this is your job. And you got to understand, in the NFL, these guys are only going to get paid this type of money in life once, right? And they only have a short time. Some guys end their career in 2 years, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. So everybody's career is not going to be like a quarterback. It's not going to be like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. You're not going to play till your 40s. Everybody can't do that, especially not at these rough positions where you got to beat your body up, especially not as a running back, a wide receiver. Like, you're not going to last that long. Everybody is not a Mike Evans. Everybody is not the guys that played in the 19, you know what I'm saying? Like, these is not the same players. They ain't eating the same food. So, guys is not playing to their 40s. And it's like, when guys want these types of deals, you got to understand, these guys got mouths to feed. And when they done with football, that's it. That's it. When they done with football, that is it. So there's a lot of guys that get mad when these guys ask for what they ask for. I'm beating up my body every single game. And Terry don't be missing games. So Terry makes it his duty to be there. And he's only missed like a handful of games his whole career. So, and he's been in the league for like 6 seasons. And he's been over 900 in every season. So he hasn't missed a game, man. So, and he's missed probably, like I said, a handful of games. But it was early on in his career. But as of recently, he's been consistent. So for him to beat his body up all these seasons and all these games and still come and play and be over 900 yards every single season, that's all you can ask for. And at the end of the day, like, you got to understand, people who don't understand, you got to understand that this is their livelihood. And you know how hard it is to be a wide receiver and get over 1,000 yards? And then to not even get paid what you're worth is terrible. So Terry already outplayed his last contract. He continued to play and have 1,000 yards. And he's still doing it. And then he helped us get into the deep end of the playoffs. So we were one game away from going to the Super Bowl. And it wasn't on Terry that we didn't make it. It was on the guys who fumbled that we didn't make it. You talking about De'Ami Brown, who fumbled twice. You talking about Austin Eckler. This wasn't Terry. So we got some good news and bad news. And it's like, we got to figure out what we need to do as a collective. Because Terry been here for the longest. Him and what used to be Jonathan Allen. But him, I can't think of the kicker name. But Terry's a pioneer in this Commanders, this Redskin community. So he deserves the utmost respect, and he deserves exactly what he wants, man. And I'm sure Terry is going to, make sure his deal is, team respectable. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not going to overdo it. And of course, this is perfect timing because, Jaden is not getting paid just yet. Maybe in the next 3 years, he might get paid early. But right now, he's not getting paid that. So he's still on a rookie contract. He got time. And I keep hearing rumors that everybody's saying we should trade Terry McLaurin for Brandon Ayuk. Y'all okay? Y'all all right? Because it ain't coming from the Commanders community. And I keep hearing it, but they talking about they need a fresh start. Terry don't need no fresh start. Terry is Terry. He's that guy, bruh. And he finally got a guy to give him the ball. So, like I said, if he gets signed, when he gets signed, he's going. I feel like the chemistry that they had last year, and then for them to have another year together, they're gonna shoot for like at least 1,400 yards. And they might even break the record again for most touchdowns in the season again. So I'm excited to see what happens. And you got to understand, when you're first playing in this system, whatever offense you play in for the very first time, with a new franchise, new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator, no matter what it is, you're playing something the first time. So you're trying to learn it, right? So you're not playing as fast as you would if you already knew the system. So now that these guys have played in this system, I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about from Frankie Louisville to Quan Martin to Brian Robinson. I'm talking about all these people, man. These guys are going to be even better in this system. Besides the people that's coming in for the first year, like Will Harris and Javon Kinlaw. But I'm just saying, like, these guys got to learn the system, got to learn the terms, got to learn everything else. But for the guys that have been here to come in and go to a new year, they're going to play faster. Everybody's going to be moving. So I'm ready to see Terry get paid. And I'm happy that Laramie Tunsil and Marshawn Lattimore are there. Because, one, we gave up a lot for Laramie Tunsil. And Marshawn Lattimore, bruh, he got to show out. And we got Trey Amos, man. He looking like he going to be cornerback 1, man, on the outside. So I'm excited for that. And Mike Sanders still, I'm excited to see him on the inside again, man. Like, really doing what he loves. That's what he loves the most. He loves being a slot cornerback. So I'll come back with some more information for y'all. I got some more to talk about. I'm glad that Marshawn is there because we can stop with the rumors about, us getting a guy like Jalen Ramsey, or maybe even getting Jair Alexander, or trying to get the guy that nobody's talking about, which is because of him having surgery. But he's only 24. He played in the league for 4 years. And this is Dante Samuel Jr. I'm talking about. But yeah, I haven't heard many talks about him, but probably because of the surgery that he had. I believe it was on his neck. But man, I can't wait to see what happens. I'm sure he's gonna get paid. And like I said, to add on to what I said earlier about Dan Quinn and what he said about Terry, he said people were worried about him, missing some time with Jaden Daniels. And he was like, yo, don't worry about it, because, they've already had a lot of, they had a whole year together, bruh. So you telling me just missing a few weeks is going to set us completely back? No, it's not going to set them back by much. I mean, and I'm glad he said that, because it calms us down as fans, because sometimes we think it's the end of the world. Them few weeks is going to be terrible for them. No, because Jaden is still going to be practicing with the rest of the team, and what they've already built on is perfect. It's good enough. And Terry is going to honestly be working out. He may not be working out with the team, but he's going to be working out. He may not be practicing, but I'm sure he's still coming to the meetings and stuff like that. But yeah, man, we need to get my boy paid, man. And like I said before, if we need to all stand outside of the facility and petition and riot, we can do that. Just hit me up. Let me know when we're doing it, man. And, oh, damn, I always forget to tell y'all this, man. I'm out.